Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Las Vegas Raiders. Set for football now from snowy Massachusetts. And we are underway in Foxborough. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And right away, he lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. They'll look to throw here. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Touchdown! It's complete. Henry Ruggs. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Robert Tonyan, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a give to Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off right around the 43. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Block it. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They'll look to throw. He'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. It's their quarterback with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man, Ty Johnson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! John Ross, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Malcolm Kuntz. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Looking to throw. Steps away. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know. Looking at
a fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyler Lockett, as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Johnson now returning. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. On first down, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Eluding the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And this one is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Returnable for Lockett. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. 5 yards remain on second down. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 66 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jonathan Abram picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd and 4. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll just get rid of it. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So pass interference to call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Robert Tonyan
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Raiders.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw.
got his connection complete to Ruggs.
Touchdown!
Henry Ruggs.
His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face a third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On third down, Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Dietrich Wise Jr. able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for the Raiders. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Standing alone with a new NFL record, 32nd touchdown. And the Raiders are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Back to throw now on first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Second and 15. It's complete to Lockett. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. New England on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Go, go, go. He's crashing. He's challenged. 38.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And his throw here is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. "35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right there. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. All day, punk.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, they run their record to 13-3 now on the year.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.